Hi everyone. Now I was planning a bit more of an organised video to go up today about Gaza, but I feel so impassioned because I just turned my phone on and, like for so many of us over the last 8 months, witnessed a true horror out of the blue. Yet again, I have been more shocked than the day before. So, to gather myself. So this morning at 6 a.m, a Euromed researcher filmed an apartment that had a Palestinian family in that was targeted by the Israeli military. Now, there is no way I'm going to show that video. If you want to see it yourself, it's on Eye on Palestine on Instagram. But it's so horrific. It's 2 children lying on the floor, screaming, adults around them screaming. One of them definitely had lost a leg, maybe 2, blood everywhere. The child was screaming in panic and pain, and the other child was screaming. I couldn't actually look in detail what had happened. And then there's an adult screaming, and then a man picks up the child with the no leg. He's screaming. What is screaming? They're both now dead. Osman Khalil Mahani, 16. Kamal Khalil Mahani, 12. They're dead. Of course they're dead. Because there's no hospitals, is there? There's no medical supplies, are there? And then the Tory government are not allowing any Palestinian children to come here for medical aid. Ukrainians can, but not Palestinian. So they're all right. They're okay. The Tories are okay with sending arms to Israel that play a part in blowing up these children, but they don't want to play a part in helping them when they are in dire straits. Project Pure raised $500,000 in January to bring 4 Palestinian children over to here as a test case, who urgently need our specialist, incredible care here. Now, remember, this has got nothing to do with the doctors. The doctors are waiting here to help, right? They refused all 4 of them visas. 10 children a day minimum for the last 8 months have had to have a limb amputated in Palestine. Oh, are we okay with this? Are we actually going to do fuck all? How everybody isn't marching on the streets about this when we are playing such a massive fucking part in this? Us, Germany, massive part in it. Canada, France. I've just been watching a video of an interview with somebody that had to resign from the White House because she was so aghast with the lies that came through on a report she'd played a part in about the fact that Israel is purposefully starving the population. I know I say it a lot, but let's never forget, Keir Starmer said it is okay for the Israelis to turn off the water. Self-defense. Self-defense. Those 2 children that were in their apartment this morning got their limbs blown off, screaming on the street, who later died. That was self-defense. Everybody's got to ask themselves, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because I promise you, in the future, all of our grandchildren will ask us, what happened when the genocide that happened in Palestine? What did you do? What was it like for you seeing all the videos? But you know what? You know what, guys? You know what? This Osman Khalil Mahani, Kamal Khalil Mahani, 16 and 12 years old, won't make it anywhere near the news today. And I'm really sick and tired of people saying to me, oh my God, I just haven't seen anything. They're not showing anything on. Can anyone really say now at this point that they haven't heard anything about this? Really? For the last, I don't know what it is, I suppose 6 months. We've been at this for 8 months, but the last 6 months, one of my daughters suffers really badly with period pains, really badly. And I'm always running around, getting her hot water bottles, getting her paracetamol, rubbing her back, making her nice food. But for the last 6 months, without her seeing, I am literally holding on to the tears so she doesn't see it. Because I think of all those daughters that have lost their mothers and have zero access to any painkillers, to any sanitary towels. Disgusting, Israel, disgusting for not allowing any sanitary products in. Women are getting infections because they're having to use bits of tent and newspaper and plastic. They can't wash. Imagine that. You start your period. You don't have your mum. You might not even know what's happening to you. You have no access to anything to soothe it. Imagine that's your daughter, your sister, your niece, your cousin. Imagine those 2 boys today as your neighbour's sons, or your son, or your nephew, or your future child that you dream of having. These people are human. They have dreams, they have hopes, they have fears, they live in terror. They're hungry, they're thirsty, and they desperately need medical care. All the people with cancer, no cancer care, no treatment. They don't allow the medical supplies in. Nothing's got into Rafah, which was the place they told them all to go and be safe. Nothing's got into Rafah, no medical anything in the last 3 months in Rafah, which was the safe place. Why have I come on here and said all this? I don't know. With anything I post, I just pray that there's one more person that goes, what? Not in my name. I'm going to join a march. I'm going to email my MP. I'm going to raise some money. I'm going to say no. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to be brave enough to say I'm against this, no matter what people say to you. You should hear some of the things that people have said to me. Since all this started, you just got to know, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? We're worrying about next holiday, worrying about, I.on.Palestine. If you want to see the video I just saw and want to know exactly what compelled me to just turn my phone on when I've got so late for everything I'm doing. It's just because I just can't bear it. In its simplest of terms, I can't bear the part that we are playing in this country. We are playing a part in this genocide. Our grandchildren are going to ask us, what did we do? What did we say? How did we stand up?